How I made my Sua cosplay using things I already own. First, trace your hand to make the gloves. Clip both parts of the fabric in place, sew around the lines, and then cut off the extra fabric. Now onto the sleeves. So the sleeves are just a tube of fabric. As you see here, I'm finishing the top and bottom of the sleeves with my sewing machine. This is what it will look like when you finish the top and bottom. This stops from fraying. Then you will just sew it up the sides and then flip it right side out. Now onto the big puff sleeves. Using your measurements, cut 2 fabric rectangles. I did my smaller one about 4 inches bigger than my arm and the bigger one about 5 inches bigger than that. Finish the top and bottom of both of those. Now, sew the top of the small one to the top of the big one. Now you will see that the big one's longer than the small one. Pull the bottom of the small side to match the bottom of the big side and sew it together. Once you do that, sew together the sides of the big one to close it up. Do not sew the sides of the small one yet. Flip it inside out so the small rectangle is facing you. Sew the small one up halfway but leave an opening at the bottom. Put stuffing through the hole and then sew it back up. Here's how it will look all together. Do all of that twice so you have one for each arm. For the dress, I did a curved rectangle shape. Use your own measurements to calculate how big it needs to be. Then, finish the top and bottom edges. For the back, I used Velcro to hold it together. I had no zipper. For the bow, cut out 2 of these shapes, flip them over, and sew it together. Add stuffing in it, and I glued onto the dress. I used an old headband I had and glued fabric onto it. Once it's glued, glue down the edges. The wig was a wig I had, and I styled it to match her character. But that's basically it. If you have any questions, comment them below.